Oh, say does that.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. Out of the gates, some guys tend to start strong, Grant. Others take a little time to warm up. Which group did you align with?
Yeah, good question, BA. You know, I always liked to start the season strong. And a lot of it goes into your preparation. What are you doing in the off-season? Are you ready when we get into training camp, the preseason? You know, all of that building to opening night and really establishing yourself within the team and also throughout the league right from the gates.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Amir Coffey, also Jeremiah Robinson-Earl out there. And it's Nash in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so Murray will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a three-point game. Pass to Bradley. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Nash. Here's Coffey. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Now Ingram. Tries it from 16, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide open teammate and feeds him.
Here's Coffey, defended by Jones. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Lewis. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
Now here's Ingram. Outside Jones. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Gotta stay on your feet. Brandon Ingram is good at getting defenders to bite on the fake.
If you look at Ingram, it seems like he only gets better with age, Smitty.
Yeah, you're so right. There's a case to be made that since he won the Most Improved Player Award in 2020, he's only continued to improve. His game gets more well-rounded every season.
Defended by Murray. Here's Lewis. Pass to Nash. Fires away from way outside. Here's Coffey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Murray. Shot from 12. Yep, count it.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Lewis. Pass to Coffey. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Coffey's got 7.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Murray. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Pass to Coffey. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. defended by Jones. Here's Nash. Here's Coffey, covered by Ingram. Here's Lewis, and he drains the turnaround J. Lewis has got his second basket.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And here's Ingram, coming off a 12-point game. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And out of bounds, the Pelicans will take it. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They trail by 6.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Murray, no good. For Seattle, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. Pass to Lewis. Over Murray. That shot is good, Lewis. Lewis has got 6 points. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Outside Jones. Back to Murray. Here's Bradley. Back to Murray. Outside Ingram. On the wing, Murray. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. To stop the drought, buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Improved shot mechanics, improved strength. DeJounte Murray is becoming a force.
Defended by Murray. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Rebounded by New Orleans.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Ingram gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
I like how Brandon Ingram weathers the inside coverage, fighting his way to the bucket.
To the middle. The fader. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
And you know, the adjustment should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
Pass to Murray. Here's Bradley. He can't hit that time. Seattle has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Lewis. Little turnaround. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Bradley. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Bradley's got 6 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Lewis. He's got 6. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Pass to Bradley. Now here's Jones. Back to Bradley. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Beautiful pass by Jones, keeping his head on a swivel and creating the wide open look.
Coffee on the wing. Defended by Murray. Pass to Lewis. Fires the three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Timeout called. The Pelicans. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Bradley sets a screen. Here's Ingram. That one rolls around and rims out. Seattle has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Second team foul. At the line for the
And he drops the first. The Pelicans making a switch here. So he gets them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
The Pelicans trail. Ingram with the ball. There's a screen. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Ingram's got 6.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
Here's Lewis, covered by Ingram. Defended by Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Drills it from deep. He's got 14.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Nash. Nash has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Lewis driving in. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Ingram, and a slam dunk by Ingram.
With that impressive wingspan, Brandon Ingram can sure make plays above the rim.
A minute 6 left in the first quarter here. Really left him alone that time.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And it's Murray with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 12-point game. Ball stolen. And here's the fast break. And he lays it in on the break.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, New Orleans shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. Knocks it loose. Ingram, the pass to Murray. Back to Ingram. Here's Kramer. Ingram up top. And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
For 3, and he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3 ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And the shot goes.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's Seattle. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
They've got Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Nash in at the 5 spot. Here's Murray, and that one's on target from the wing. Murray's got 7 points in the game. Seattle has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's Lewis, a deep 3. A long-distance 3 is buried.
3 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Pritchard. Whitney. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Assist Peyton Pritchard.
The visitors with the ball. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. That shot is good, Lewis.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games. Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
He takes it in, and that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Outside Murray. Rebounded by Halliburton. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Fires from way out there. Wow! Wow! How about that?
From long range.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Murray. Can they get it? Again, the miss by Murray.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Pass to Lewis. Fires away from way. Oh, wow!
Whoa.
He drills it from deep.
Really testing the limits of his range there, B.A.
New Orleans calls timeout. And with load management, some say it's the team's job at times to protect players from themselves. How different is that from when you play, Grant?
You know, B.A., it's very different. I think teams now are much smarter assessing load and risk and looking more at the long-term big picture of their players.
Fontecchio's checked in for the Pelicans. Jones comes in for Pritchard.
You saw getting it in. Let's hear it once.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
The Inside Squad.
Pass to Murray. Looking to get it going. Lewis with the rebound.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Here's Peyton. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Murray with it. Peyton covering. They get back on track. Murray, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Nash. Halliburton against Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lewis. 26 points for him. He launched that one from way outside. Lewis has got 29.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Right side Murray. Whitney. And again, New Orleans, no good.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
To stop the run. A nice shot by Fontecchio. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Seattle. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Payton. Here's Nash. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pulls it in from the elbow. Nice jump shot. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
With the lift Murray gets on his jumper, he can get a clean look from mid-range at any time.
Now Halliburton. Still no points. Here's Lewis. Payton with a screen on Jones. Here's Lewis. Defended by Jones. Three-pointer. Halliburton sinks it from distance. Halliburton's got his first 3 points of the game.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Outside Murray. There's the 3. Knocks down the triple.
This kid's a gamer. Murray loves the competition. Right there, a little get back.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Pass to Lewis. Outside Payton. And here's Halliburton. Here's Lewis. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Lewis has got 32 points.
Ooh, he's been red hot from three-point range. How long will he keep it up?
Here's Murray. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
I like seeing that from DeJounte Murray, putting pressure on the defense and forcing them to react.
Bradley, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for Fontecchio. Mobley, he's checked in for Seattle. Coffey comes in for Lewis. Pass to Coffey. Halliburton, a screen on Murray. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Personal foul.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Pritchard's checked in for the Pelicans. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Here's Coffey. He's got 10. Fires from way outside. Bradley grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Ingram. Mobley grabs the board.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim, He's likely to remember that one.
Back to Halliburton. Mobley, a screen on Jones. Pass to Coffey. Goes up from the top of the key. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Now here's Ingram. Give him 8 points now. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
A high usage guy. Ingram always takes a lot of high percentage shots.
Back to Halliburton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Halliburton's got 5 points.
They're creating space on his own. Halliburton with a sweet move to create enough daylight for the bucket.
Pass to Ingram. Coffey grabs the board. Mobley on a screen. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pritchard.
first half.
And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Halliburton, a screen on Ingram. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Pelicans.
A minute 39 left in the half. Halliburton misses. New Orleans has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Halliburton against Murray. Here's Bradley. 17 points in his last outing. Shoots over Mobley. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Pass to Halliburton. There's 57 seconds left in the second period. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball movement and player movement. Defenses were worn out by the end of games.
And he makes the first.
I mean, he can do it all. Shoot, facilitate, great skills for the young Halliburton.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
You can tell Herb Jones is an ambitious young player looking to add to his game and evolve so he can do more for his team.
Jones hits them both. Not everyone is going to score 20 points a game. And Herb Jones has embraced his role on the defensive side, Smitty.
B.A., some call him the straitjacket because what he does on the defensive end, he's tall and lanky, and he's not easy to shake off.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Coffey. 23 points his last outing. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Five on the clock. Puts up a deep three. They get it back. And Mobley gets it to go.
I mean, he's ignoring the scoreboard. He just keeps coming at him.
There's 2 things they rely on him for. being competitive and bringing energy.
And so it's Seattle, just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Good to see you and welcome.
Oh, pretty simple. They're getting bullied on the boards. They want to come back. They got to knuckle up and buckle up and tuckle up.
Ooh, are you thinking, sir?
And moving on, guys, it's early in the season, but always a good. Appreciate you joining.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Jones is the 2 with Ingram at small forward. Then it's Murray, then it's Tony Bradley. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. It's tipped.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Lewis. Oh, hammer it home.
Ooh, that hurt.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Shoots from the line. Goes back up. Tipped. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Lewis has got 5 points now in the quarter. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Murray passes to Ingram. Back to Murray. Pass to Bradley. Shoots a fadeaway. Lewis with the rebound. Lewis has got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Tries again, and the basket by Nash. Nash has got 9.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Knocked away. Here's Lewis. 37 points for him. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Lewis has got 39.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Pass to Bradley. Back to Murray to win the drought. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
That's a great job drawing the foul, getting to the line. Murray's crafty, especially for his age.
And Murray drops them both. For Seattle, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Coffey. He's got 12 from 8 feet away, and he can't bank that one in.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And here's Ingram. Pass to Murray. Floats one, and it's good on the lay-in. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
There was a time when star players were traded for a few picks and some quality vets. Now a new paradigm, teams mortgaging their futures for a star and sending away their first-round picks for the better part of a decade. Brian, it's clear for teams going all in, you have to push all of your chips into the middle.
High stakes for sure, Allie. Thank you. You got a piece of it. And they get it back. Here's Coffee. Defended by Murray. Pass to Lewis. Over Jones. Lewis can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Outside Jones. Ingram, the pass to Bradley. Back to Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Seattle has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Nash. Here's Lewis. Drops in the 3. Lewis has got 42 in the game.
I just love the ball.
Ingram with the ball. 12 points for him. To the inside. Bradley. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Bradley's got 10 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And there's the drive. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Now Murray. He's got 18. Pass to Ingram from 13. It's hauled in by Nash. Nash has got rebound number 8 now. Defended by Murray. Here's Lewis. Here's Nash. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Nash has got 4 points this quarter.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Murray, no good.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Fires away from way outside. Lewis can't get it to go.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
From the low block. Bradley misses. For Seattle, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Seattle has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 17.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Bradley. Poke loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Lewis.
Oh my goodness!
And he double clutches and throws it down.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Free throw line jumper. Count it. Bradley's got 12 points.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Pass to Coffee. Fires away from way out. Oh! Wow! Look at that range! New Orleans has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Now here's Murray. 18 points for him. Robinson Earl with a rebound.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Fires from way outside. The Pelicans pull it in. Bradley's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Murray. Fires for 3. He drops it from range. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting. And here's Jones. Pass to Bradley. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Defended by Murray. All sorts of time. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter.
2 minutes.
Pass to Ingram. 1:52 left in the third. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now. 1:42 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Lewis, covered by Ingram. Fader on the way, and it's in there. Lewis has got 46.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Pass to Ingram. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game. Seattle's shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Defended by Murray. Here's Lewis. Fires away from way out. Oh, what a shot! That was from way downtown.
I mean, how do you stop that?
Here's Murray. He's got 21. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Ingram. Coffey grabs the board. Coffey's got 4 rebounds now. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Murray inside. Robinson Earl on him. Pass to Murray. With 1 on the clock. The shot won't fall. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided.
65.
Delivering the blowout. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
You got to get some stop. But right now we're making 1 effort. You got to make 2, 3, 4 efforts. You got to have high hands. You got to stop the ball.
Playing with high energy, something that Coach Thibodeau implores his guys to do all the time.
And when you're playing for Tibbs, he wants you to hustle and to make multiple efforts on defense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Jeremiah Robinson Earl And it's Nash in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Lewis into the lane. And a strong finish with two hands.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. With the 10-footer. Lewis with the rebound. Lewis has got rebound number 7 tonight. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Puts up a deep three. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Ingram. Hits the front of the rim and out. Seattle shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Fires from way outside. And they'll get another chance. And the basket by Nash.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Lewis. Fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Ingram on the wing. Pass to Kramer. Back to Ingram. They need this. That one a little long. Seattle has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Here's Lewis. Fires from way out.
Oh, what an incredible shot.
Wow.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Kramer. Ingram with the ball. Robinson Earl with a rebound. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Seattle. And Grant, the play-in was added after you retired. You wish it was around when you played?
You know, B.A., no. But I do think we could have used it a couple of times in my years in Orlando. But, you know, in all fairness, the play-in is a success as it creates a Game 7 atmosphere. And the NBA really knocked it out the park with this one.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Kramer, the pass to Ingram. Going inside, and a slam dunk by Ingram.
The production from Ingram just keeps getting better and better. A guy who knows how to get buckets.
Now Halliburton, pass to Lewis. No good that time. Jones with some nice D. The Pelicans have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Outside for Ingram. Kramer, the pass to Ingram. Jones with the ball. It's stolen by Halliburton. In transition, here they come. Here's Nash, and that one is stuffed right through.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. His focus is what helps him find the wide open man.
New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Pritchard. Deflected. And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Grant, you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, B.A., I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL, so that's huge.
Lewis can't get it to go.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Halliburton. To halt the run, the shot's good. Ingram's got 22.
Assist.
For Seattle, they've gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Here's Lewis. Fades away. Here's Nash, and he dunks it down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And they're on the break. Halliburton with the ball, and it's Ingram picking him up.
And the coaching staff wants Halliburton to take advantage of easy scoring opportunities, including finishing in transition.
And Smitty, it seemed like the NBA's age minimum would go back to 18. Why do you think it didn't happen in the latest CBA?
You know, B.A., I'm with you. I thought it would go back to 18, but I think the league looked at it and had these guys play 1 year of some kind of post-high school, whether it's college or some other leagues. I think that was the mindset.
Here's Lewis, defended by Jones. Here's Lewis. Over Jones. No good on the fadeaway. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Here's Murray. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Here's Lewis. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Well, New Orleans shooting only 42%. Pass to Murray. Well, Smitty, at 6'8" with your ball handling ability, you were known for your versatility in your playing days.
I was, B.A. I was drafted as a point guard, but I'd probably be a power forward in today's NBA. It's positionless basketball nowadays for the NBA. Everybody's skilled to handle and shoot the three.
Here's Lewis. Misses the layup. Out to the wing. Here's Kramer. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Seattle has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Pass to Lewis. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Outside Murray. To the inside, Whitney. The layup misses.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Seattle shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. Pass to Nash. Fires away from way. Oh, no, he didn't. Are you kidding? Wow. He hit it. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. There's a screen from the left block. It's deflected. And with expansion whispers continuing to grow, Smitty, if it happens, you figure there would have to be some realignment.
Yes, B.A. Most likely a team would move to the east presents a chance for the NBA to change the layout of the league, might add a division and find ways to cut down on travel.
Out to the right wing. Inside, they still need this. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. The Pelicans making a switch here. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And here's Ingram outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
How about the confidence from Brandon Ingram? Knows what it takes to knock that one down.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago, going up against the Bulls. Then on Wednesday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And that game against the Kings, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
New Orleans has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Lets it fly from 18. And another one falls for New Orleans.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays. But that's been their preferred way of finding points.
The half-court heave is off target. Pelicans shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Murray passes to Ingram. Jones from outside. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got his 3rd assist of the night. Seattle shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong. And out of bounds, New Orleans will have it. Here's New Orleans now. A 12-0 run right now and counting. Ingram double-teamed. And stolen by Mobley. And here's the fast break. Pass to Lewis. Fires from way outside. They get it back. Puts up a deep 3. The long-distance 3 is buried. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. We leave you now with our New Balance Player of the Game.